see today?
I mean, it was a tight game, and you know, we didn't capitalize on the power play there at the end, and you know, they get a power play themselves, and it's kind of a sloppy last 8 minutes, and they got one, and then they got the last one, and then in overtime, it just we got a power play, we get our looks, we got a score there to put the game away.
Ray, how can you guys learn from this one? Obviously, quick turnaround going into tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the nice part. We get another crack at it right away tomorrow. So, I mean, we know what we should have done better tonight. You know, I think we played a pretty solid game first 2.5. Let it slip away from us. So, get another crack at it tomorrow, and I think everyone will be really eager to get that one back.
Don, did you feel like having played over the break obviously helped you with your legs, or were you more tired, do you think?
You know what? It was a quick turnaround to be playing Thursday night and then again tonight. But I guess I would say I felt like it helped me, and then it didn't towards the end of the game. And you know, I still felt like I had enough juice in overtime, and lose the face-off, and you know, Ray and I did have to defend. So, but like I said, we had our power play. We had ample opportunities to close that game out, and that's the frustrating part.
Dylan, did that tournament just stoke your hunger for having those type of high-intensity games for the Wings? I mean, getting this team back into the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it was a great experience, and the games were so intense and so much fun. You know, I think it was a disappointing end for us, and I'm sure Ray will say the same. It definitely is a huge motivator to come back and play today and you know, push our team to make the playoffs.
Todd said yesterday players kind of have to figure out in such situations, where do I fit in, kind of where do I sit on the bus. What do you think you figured out about yourself during that tournament?
It's a good question. I mean, I think I stuck to who I am, and you know, it obviously was just trying to do whatever I could to help the team, and whether that was bring energy, whether it was you know, try and be a voice in the room, be there for the guys, whatever it was, I just tried to do it, and I was happy to do it. And I think we had such a great group of guys that it was just so good to be around everyone, and we all had a history with playing with each other, whether it was the NTDP or World Championships and other teams. So we got along really well, and it was just a great experience. I just tried to do whatever I could to help the team.
Dylan, you guys have been able to hold leads this season. What happened in the third period in the overtime? What was the difference this time?
Well, I mean, you know, I think they got one there in the 5-on-4. That was a delayed penalty, and you know, and then they got one with 6-on-5, and we let them get in the zone. We let them gain the zone and establish zone time late in the game. And you know, I think before the break when we were rolling, we were in those situations, and we got on the forecheck. And I'm sure Todd will have a video for us tomorrow, and we'll be able to fix what we didn't do well tonight.
Todd, you said yesterday, you know, this was going to be an opportunity to start answering what kind of team you are. What do you think today is that?
I think today was a real strange game. And what do I mean by that? Like all the delays, the type of goals that were scored, the situations that, you know, we're at the back end of a penalty kill. Their guy jumps on the ice, and boom, it goes to him, and it's in our net. We're 6-on-5, and it's in our net. We have a power play goal that we score, but we don't really score it. And then we have a 10-minute break to try and figure out what the call may be. It was just an odd game. Are we disappointed? We gave up a point, certainly. You know, I thought when we started the third and we scored, we felt pretty good, but then that next power play, when they challenged, another strange play, they challenged and lost. we were a little bit sloppy, and we could have put the nail in the coffin there, and that kind of hurt us a little bit. But 4-on-3 in overtime, good looks off the crossbar. Could have put the nail in the coffin, and we didn't. And then we turned the puck over, obviously, in overtime. And even the overtime goal, I think Rossi was intending to shoot it and missed the puck. Took another poke at it, and strange one. So just an odd night. I don't know if it's because of the break or not, but a lot of strange things happened.
What did you need to do better there in the final 7 minutes to hang on to that lead?
Well, we're down Kopp, and Dylan Larkin's in the penalty box from 7:20, I think, till they scored the goal. They didn't even get out. So we're down 2 centers. We're scrambling around a little bit. That center ice position is so important down low. So we missed those guys, whether it was Kopp or Larkin, for face-offs. We missed them for defensive zone coverage. We missed them a little bit for poise, and just to calm things down. And the other guys are gassed, and it just all adds up.
Is there any update on Kopp?
I'm sorry, Bob?
Any update on Kopp?
Well, he didn't return. I think they're looking at him now. I would say he's doubtful for tomorrow.
What do you think of Larkin and Raymond coming off the break like that?
Asked a lot of them tonight. They had an impact on the game, which is a good sign. I'm not sure where their gas tanks are. I thought Razor, maybe because Larks played 2 nights ago, he had maybe better legs than Razor. I'm not sure. I didn't ask them how they felt or anything like that yet, but they're going to play a lot of hockey. They're going to play again tomorrow, and we'll find them time to get the rest they need. But we're riding the horse right now, and we're whipping it, and that's how it's going to be from now till the end.
Some of the puck management toward the end of the game, how much?
I'm sorry?
Some of the puck management toward the end of the game, how much of that is, you think, not having seen game speed in that long?
I didn't think our puck management was a disaster. We made a few mistakes that ended up in our net. Like, I go back to some of the goals. Their second one at the back end. We're in a shooting lane. I don't know who shot the puck for them. It's up in the air, and it throws everybody off. It threw the 2 guys that checked. It flew Vladdy off. It flew, I can't even talk, threw off the goaltender, and I think it was Boldy stepped right into it. So odd. Puck management, obviously in overtime. Gus doesn't want to turn that puck over. But again, Rossi's coming out of the penalty box, steps right into it. Odd game, but you got to know those situations and play them better.
It's a back-to-back for both the Wings and the Ducks tomorrow night. What are some of the keys into these games that are so back and forth and when it's not a lot of time in between?
Well, there is time in between for us, and that's a good thing. We were just talking, are we going to bring the guys down in the morning? And I'm thinking, well, I'll let them sleep, but it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I thought it was 11 o'clock at night, so that's just how we're wired, afternoon game. So we'll let them go home, rest, sleep, eat. They'll have a good rest or a good night's sleep. We don't have to fly anywhere. We don't have to travel. We've been off for 2 weeks. I expect our group to come back tomorrow ready and willing.
I imagine if you put a list together of players on your team you thought would touch off a melee with a thunderous body check, Alex DeBrincat probably wouldn't be at the top.
Well, see, I know him a little bit different because he's a feisty SOB. Like since he's been in the league, everywhere he's been, he surprises you when he gets the gloves off. He surprises you with big hits. He's a hard physical player that scores goals, and just because he's not the tallest guy in the league, he probably isn't looked at that way. But pound for pound, I'd put him up, against a lot of people.
I know you don't want Dylan sitting in the penalty box, but just that sequence there at the end, I mean, what does that say about him?
Well, he's a captain, and we lose our number 1 defenseman. We lose our captain in that situation. Would we like to have him on the ice? Yes, but he's showing a lot of leadership skills, taking care of the team. So it's heads or tails. Good.